Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Friends, you see, there's something that some people keep on doing, and it's worse when you've been warned. Again, it's even worse when it's something that is obviously against the law. Everywhere nationwide, no one supports acts like this. The woman you are seeing there, she's actually a female drug kingpin. You can imagine a woman. She's known as Mrs. Jamilat. Currently, as I speak with you, those bags you're seeing there, she is actually the owner of 12,385 pellets of loud imported from Ghana. In fact, she is a top shot with regards to transportation of drugs. She doesn't just deal within Nigeria, but outside the country. And someone who deals with drugs outside the country should know the level that that person has been operating on. Luck actually ran out of her. She was arrested at Eko Atlantic Beach, Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. And friends, you know that they didn't arrest her alongside with her goods, as they will call it, their goods. When you ship in goods, they still refer to it as goods as well. They did not get her red-handed with the goods. Sometimes what these people do is when they send their consignments, either they're shipping it to them, they won't be there. Even when it arrives, they won't be there. Much later in the middle of the night or early hours of the morning, that's when they go to get the goods that have arrived for them. And so when these goods arrived and the officers intercepted it and realized that these are drugs that have just come in from Ghana, that's when they now started looking and tracing for the owner. Eventually, they arrested this woman. That's the woman you're seeing there, Mrs. Jamilat. So when they arrested her, she didn't deny it. She confirmed to them and said that yes, the consignment belongs to her. That was when they now seized that drug. Friends, to shock you all, that wasn't all. This is someone that has over 12,000. Meanwhile, they took her to her own base and realized that she had 16 bags with inscription containing drugs weighing about 668.85 kilogram. What is this woman doing? So that's to tell you that this is just her own daily source of livelihood. This is just her own business. Why go into something that is illegal, which you know that if you're caught eventually, you would face the wrath, you would face the punishment, and at the end of the day, that money you are working for, you would not even get it. Do you know these goods they are selling, or these consignments, these drugs? It's just as you ordering for items, valuable items, like ordering for clothes, shoes, food items, to convey it down to your state where you are for you to sell. It's the same thing. Why don't they use that same business sense to put it into something that is very reasonable? All of this consignment, they pay for it. Why don't you pay for something that you know is legit, and when you're doing it, no one would hold you responsible or no one would get you arrested? Some people use their business sense in something that is just wrong, completely wrong. And the funniest part of this thing is this: they are aware that it's wrong move. They are aware that this is a very wrong business. They are also aware when they are caught that they are going to be jailed. Then why do you still do it? It's not like you are ignorant. It's not like you are not aware. A lot of awareness has been created about this thing called drugs, but some people are still adamant. Friends, that is not all. Another shocking information again. In the latest development, a 64 years old DPO, Divisional Police Officer of Idanre Police Station in Ondo State, was also part of this group. Why? That's the question. You that is meant to protect life and properties, You are the same person doing that same thing you arrest people for. A whole DPO. And this particular DPO has been into the business for a long time. Friends, you all know that some of them are into some of these shady businesses. And yet they are the same people that will arrest people. What example are you giving? Or what legacy are you going to leave behind for your own children? And because of this drug involvement, they now dismissed this DPO from service. Imagine, just ask a question. If he steps out there in the public and someone asks you, why are you no longer a police officer? What is he going to say? Or why were you dismissed? Is this a very good information for him to give about himself? Is this something that he can freely tell people, or even freely tell his wife and kids when he gets back home? In fact, a lot of them, one Mr. George was also arrested with his accomplice, Mr. Emmanuel. All of them carrying drugs weighing about 168 kilograms, and they were caught in Niger State. You can see that is the DPO there and also his accomplice. And you can see again Mr. Chidi, 40 years old man. He was arrested at Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Ikeja, Lagos State. You'll be asking yourself, why are these people doing these things? It's just so sad and painful. Friends, more and more is just coming up. This is another shocking one again. However, the security operatives stormed Ibogiri Forests, Orion local government area of Edo State. And what did they see? Cannabis farm measuring about 3.067718 hectares of land. Look at the large land that they are using to plant cannabis. One Mr. James with the drugs too at Owan Ovie Northeast local government area of Edo State was also arrested. Friends, the most painful and shocking and annoying one is this one that I'm going to mention right now. This lady you're seeing there, she is known as Kate, and she is actually a student of Federal Polytechnic Auchi. She's only 21 years old. Isn't this very, very painful? What are you looking for? You are in school. She was found with 17.6 grams of designer drugs, which she ordered. This particular young lady ordered these drugs all the way from Onitsha, Anambra State. She had other colleagues that were into the business with her. Some of them are in Borno State. One Musa of 30 years old, a lot of them. All right, look at this other lady too, all the way from Ekpoma in Edo State. They arrested her again with drugs. She is known as Ebolua. Why are you all doing this? Look at these young ladies. Why do people go into businesses that the government and everyone has been kicking against for so many years? How will their family members feel looking at them on national news? Look at this student. Her own case is even so painful and annoying. Instead of you building your future, your career in school, you decided to get involved with men and women that are into dealing with drugs. What are you going to gain now? Her school has come to a pause, because definitely they won't leave her. She's going to be arrested. Look at the huge amount of drugs they found in her possession. Look at these ladies. Look at all of them. Look at the bags of drugs that they recovered from Akala in Mushin area, Lagos State. Why do people go ahead doing all of this? Some people now have decided that they would have warehouse. In those warehouses, you would think it's bags of valuable goods and items. Maybe they have shipped in their goods. Unknown to people that those warehouses are where they keep these drugs. And that is why NDLEA now, if you say you have warehouse, in fact, a lot is happening in so many states these days. If you know you have a warehouse with drugs, you better go and either destroy them or surrender yourself, because they are going from one warehouse to the other to check those goods. They're not just looking at the bags. They will bust it, and whatever items you have, they will break it open to be sure that you are not hiding one illegal drug or the other. Why can't people do honest jobs? You have senses, you have this good business idea of selling drugs. Why don't you use that good business idea to sell items that are legal? Why do things that are illegal, and at the end of the day, the whole stress you have gone through will just be a waste? And what about your family members? Some people will tell you they are doing this for their family, but do you think your family will be happy seeing you being arrested? Especially for some families that are not aware. Some families support their family members to do this because they eventually get the outcome, which is the money. And some will kick against it, and some don't even know. They think that their family members are out there doing a legit business, unknown to them that they are into drugs. And when your family members eventually find out that this is what you are doing, they'll be so heartbroken. All right, imagine the parents of Kate. How will they feel? Her own fellow students at the Auchi Polytechnic, how are they going to feel? Everybody will be in shock because Kate appears to be a very quiet and responsible young lady, but she allowed herself to be carried away by money and these drugs. Otherwise, why would she land herself into something like this? All right, look at that DPO. Look at this matured woman. Look at all of them. These are matured, reasonable men and women that know what is good and what is not. But why dip your hands into it? How are they going to face their children? How are they going to face their parents? How are they going to face their wives and their husbands who are not aware that this is the kind of business they are doing? Please, the energy and the time you take into doing illegal businesses, please put in that same energy into something reasonable. If you're out there and you're doing this, please run away. You feel you've not been caught. They said every day is for the thief and one day is for the owner. I'm sure all these people, if you had told them that they will be arrested, they will tell you no. They've been doing the business for a long time. They can never be caught, that they know their way. Unknown to them that one day will definitely come when they will be caught up in this horrible act. This is not something good for you to do. Please think twice. Don't be after the money. Also remember that there are consequences for your actions, especially when you're doing things that are not right. Friends, please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. I'm glad to have all of you come in today to watch this video. I appreciate that so much. But please, before you step out, do not forget to hit on the like button. Also, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. I appreciate you all. God bless you.